Hello, guys. So today I'm going to be talking about my father. All right. So I was in this kid group chat and things got a little bit of personal. So I thought I would just kind of explain how my father died, and I'm just going to explain that day. I'm not going to explain any extra details that I found out because I found out about a lot of fucked up shit that happened to him mainly after he died. I mean, I knew he was had some fucked up shit, but mainly after he died is when I found out the truth about a lot of things, but I won't be getting into those details. So, this was in 7th grade, all right? So, 7th grade was basically kind of a bad year for me, and not only because of my dad's death, I wasn't really trying, you know, to my full potential. So I realized that if I didn't start trying in school, my life would be fucked up from that point on. All right. So my life would just, I would just fail the 7th grade. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not applying myself like I should apply myself. All right. I need to fucking apply myself to school and apply to my fullest potential. So my grades are fucking skyrocketing. My grades are going up. My grades are getting good as fuck. You know, they were getting good. All right, my grades they were getting very good, and life was starting to go great. Money was coming in. Everything good was happening. I was getting what I want. I can't say money was coming in, but money was coming in, and life was getting better. So basically, I remember it bluntly. All right, the day before my dad died, he had diarrhea, he was vomiting, he was nauseous, and he had a lot of other symptoms. And we rushed to the hospital, and I went with him. I stayed with him the entire time. They basically said that his blood pressure rose, and that only thing he needed to do was take some antibiotics, and he would be okay. All right, that's all they said. So we got home, and I asked my father. These were the last words that I said to my father, because I told my mother about what happened, and we just assumed everything was going to be okay. So basically, I asked my father, and I literally asked him these exact words: is there anything else you need? And he said no. And he talked like if everything was normal too, like for real. He said no. And I said, okay, I love you, Dad. And I went upstairs and I fell asleep and pretended like nothing happened. I'm trying not to get emotional because I'm feeling the crying coming, but I'm gonna try to hold the tears back because I haven't cried in years. But basically, um, when I woke up that morning, but before I get to there, so basically my dad gets up around 5:30 every day for dialysis, and he didn't go to dialysis because he wasn't feeling well. So he basically, when they got here, he said he didn't want to go, so basically, my brother and my mother got to see him before he died. All right. So every he said he didn't want to go to dialyze, and they went back to sleep. I was already asleep. I didn't get up because I didn't hear anything. Usually, I might hear him get up for dialysis most of the time, but this particular time I didn't. I was just asleep. I was out of it. All right, because we got home at like probably like 12 something or 1 something around there. So I was out of it. I was not getting up no time soon. So basically, I woke up. It was time to go to school. I remember I was ready to go to school. My mom said, "You got to get up. It's school time." Me and my mom, we came down the stairs, and he was there. He was there, dead on the floor with dry blood in his mouth. It was so fucking sad. Like, I'm telling you, at first I did not believe he was dead. Like my mother, when she seen it, she was just fucking screaming. I mean, this if you ever seen a person freak out before, like I'm talking about praying to God. I mean, looking up to God Almighty. Like this, she gave her whole ass soul to God. Like she was calling everybody. She was freaking out. She didn't know what to do. I didn't believe he was dead. All right, because I put my ear, I checked his breathing. I put my ear up against his mouth, and the only thing I heard was, I don't know if you heard that, but basically I heard a faint breath. All right, so I feel like he was taking his last breaths. He wasn't completely dead yet, but I feel like he was taking his last breaths. And I was, at the time, I was just so shocked because I didn't know what the fuck to do. And then the paramedics came and they hooked up the machine, and they tried to save his life, but it still failed. And when that machine said 0, I literally flopped on the bed. Like, there's a bed in the living room because it's like a hospital bed that he was laying on because he was disabled. I fucking cried, all right? And I remember the lady asking me, "Is this your grandpa?" And I said, "No, this is my daddy." I was fucking crying, and she was telling me how her dad had died. And like, I was really, really, really fucking crying. Like, that day, I just felt so many emotions when I truly found out he was dead. Because I know I heard his last breath. I don't care what nobody else say. I heard it with my own ear. I heard a faint breath come out of his mouth. So he was taking his last breath. And my mom was already freaking out because she already knew that he was dead. But it was all so sudden. It's just you thought what you thought was okay, all right? That's how it all starts out. Everything is just so fucking fine, and it just happens out of nowhere. And there's nothing that you can do about it. Like, absolutely nothing. Like, those were literally the last words that I said to my father. At least I got a chance to actually say that I love you. Oh, God. I'm really trying to hold back these fucking tears because I don't want to cry. So, I basically said that I love you. That those are the last words that I said. So, a lot of people came to the house, and in particular, I'm not gonna say their names, but some ignorant fuck came in and they took pictures of my father and posted it on Facebook. You don't post a picture of a dead person on Facebook, especially if you don't have my fucking permission. Like, we kicked them out of the house. Like, you don't do that bullshit, all right? You don't do that shit, especially when they just fucking died, all right? Especially when they just fucking died. You don't do that bullshit. Especially you don't come up in my house and disrespect me like that. Cause if I would have I found that out afterwards. I didn't find it out right then and there. Like, I dead ass would have punched them in their fucking mouth. But anyway, that's besides the point. A lot of my mom's friends and family had came over, and we were just fucking crying. And my grandma asked me, "Were you grateful for the time that you had him?" And I said, "Yes, I was grateful." And my father has done a lot of fucked up shit in his life, but he has also done a lot of good things to repay for those bad things that he has done. And I know that he's in a better place. I really do believe that he's in a better place. All right. So basically from then on there, I didn't go to school from like to like literally a week and a half later, and they all like the teachers, each teacher talked to me because they heard about what happened. They're like, if there's anything that you need, just let me know. Because I don't know how you could deal with that at such a young age. And it was so unexpected because I didn't just expect him to die like that. And he left us with nothing. There was nothing for us to literally grab onto. And literally, my stepmother, however she wants to take it, if she ever sees this video, basically, my mom, she had like some, I guess there was some money that my dad had or whatever. I don't know where it came from, but he had some money, and my mom took all of that fucking money and put it on the casket because she felt like that he did such a good job as a father himself, and he was such a good man, and he deserved to be in a beautiful ass casket. And my stepmother went behind her back and changed the fucking casket to save money, and I guess to take the money herself at last minute too. And it was such a beautiful casket. I mean, the casket that they changed it to was still nice, but it wasn't what we had originally planned. Like, what we had originally planned was way fucking better. And that was kind of a fucked up move on her point. So not only was she getting the money anyways, she fucking changed the casket so she would save money and still have money left over, which is very fucked up. And my brother didn't even come to my fucking, like, my father's funeral. I have two brothers. My other brother, which was with my stepmother, didn't even come to the fucking funeral. I mean, not to the funeral, but the day he died. Sorry about that. He came to the funeral, but he didn't come the day he died. Like, everybody else was there but him. Like, if I found out my fucking mother died and I was at my job, I would fucking leave. And there is no discussion. It doesn't matter what the boss says. You can leave. It's a family emergency. So he didn't fucking leave his job to come the day he fucking died. Like, that really pissed me the fuck off. I don't want to get too more into detail because I might start crying, and I don't want to get too emotional in this fucking video. But it was a real hard time because we went through a lot of stuff afterwards. Like, I mean a lot of fucking stuff afterwards. And just for me to see that, all right, just for me to see my father die in front of my eyes and know that I'm helpless. So I know he had to suffer because there's no way. I'm assuming that he was probably coughing up blood and shit, and there was just nothing we could do. Like, I just felt so helpless. I felt like I was less of a person, and then just to come find out that a whole bunch of other fucked up shit happened afterwards he died. Like, when he died, if only I would have known, my life would have changed from then on there. Like, as a 12-year-old boy, I did not know my life was going to change that much. Like, it led up to the situation I am in right now. All right. So that whole situation led up to here. Like, there was no warning. If only I could have been warned ahead of time. Like, for real, for real. I wish. I wish. I wish my 12-year-old self would have known. I wish I can just go back and warn him. I'm like, listen, because I used to treat my dad good, but I also did treat him bad on a lot of things. It's not the fact that I didn't love my dad, because I fucking loved the shit out of my dad more than I love my mom. Well, not now, obviously, because I have to love my mom more because she's the only one here. All right. So basically, I didn't like the things that he did, and it's just I would get so pissed off. Like, he used to tell me some shit, and I never used to believe him. I won't say what they are, but he used to tell me a lot of shit, and I found out after he died that that shit was true, and I was so fucking furious because he was telling me this shit, and I was an arrogant, fucking spoiled 12-year-old boy that didn't know shit. I was a little bitch that didn't know shit, and my dad dying and me going through the events that I went through, it made me wiser, and I kind of seen what the world is. The world is a fucking cruel place that doesn't give a fuck about you. And it's funny, those people who really helped me, like, been there, like, my life progressed from then on there, and when my life really got to a deep end where I felt like I was the lowest of the low, there were a few people that were there for me, but the funny part is they were all temporary. They were never permanent. They were only temporary help, all right? They weren't like permanent help. Like, they only helped me for a certain amount of time. And then I had to go through some very harsh events just to even attempt to get back on my feet, and those events failed and led up to now. So I'm happy to be sleeping in some place, but I would wish for my life to be way better than it is now. And I don't know how it will get better or when it will get better, but I would just have to wait and go through the struggle. But that's basically the story of my dad dying. That's basically what that is. And this was seventh grade. Like, after my dad died, my fucking grades dropped so bad. I barely passed seventh grade. Like, I know that I've done bad these past few years, but my seventh grade year was the worst. Like, and it's fucked up because all my shit was getting so much better because I was actually starting to try. And then just for my dad just to die, like, my life was, I just felt like everything was fucked up. If only I would have known how truly fucked up my life would be. I would have warned myself. I would have been like, listen to me. You need to take care of your father. You need to stop disrespecting him. You need to appreciate him more, because when he's gone, you're gonna fucking regret it. And I remember I'm just sitting here like, I never really got to say goodbye to my dad. I did say that I loved him, but I never got to say goodbye. So I remember, like, 2 days later, if I'm not mistaken, to a week, I remember getting on my knees, and I told God, I'm not trying to cry. I remember I told God, I'm like, let me see my dad one more time. All right, let me just see him one more time. If I can see him one more time, I can get some what they call it, fuck, I don't know what it's called. Uh Damn it, I forgot the word for it. But basically, I just needed, you guys probably know the words that I'm talking about. Closure. I just needed some closure, all right? That's all I needed. So basically, I had a dream, the actual, like, literally, like, the next day, if I'm not mistaken. It was like the next day or the day after that. Like 2 days later, I had a dream. It was me and my father, and I apologized for everything wrong that I did to him. And he said, I forgive you. And I hugged my father so tightly and we was crying. Like that was the most beautifulest thing. And I've never had a dream about him since. But in that dream, I apologized for everything horrible I did to him. And he said, I forgive you. And I was literally crying. I woke up and I told everybody, I'm like, I can move on with my life. I seen my dad one more time. I swear to God, I've never had another dream about him since then, all right? Since then, I've never had a dream. That's all I needed. I had that dream. I got my closure, and I got over it. It's really hard not trying to cry right now. It's just too fucking hard. But that dream really helped me get through my dad's death. It really did. Like a lot of people, they don't believe in God. All right, they don't believe in Him, but prayer really fucking helps. All right, even if you don't believe in God, just go and pray. Like I literally did not know how to get through that situation. I literally used every amount of faith I had, and I said, Lord, give me my father one more time. Let me see him one more time. Just one more time. I want to apologize for everything that I ever did to him so I can have closure and he can have closure and we can end this. All right? And that's what he did. And I was so fucking happy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I tried to hold back so many tears. This is really hard to make because I almost fucking cried. I can't. I'm just going to end it now because I don't want to cry. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video for today. Have a great day.